So in this video, we are going to talk about the synthesis of polylactic acid, which what polylactic acid is a thermoplastic aliphatic polyester, and it is formed normally through two different ways. One is through condensation and the other is formed through polymerization. We're going to go through only one of those, condensation, which usually requires the process to be carried out at like 200 degrees Celsius, and generally what it does is it causes a dehydration reaction. So generally you start out with lactic acid, which is just this structure. And during this whole reaction, it will either dehydrate, it will either dehydrate to form this structure, which is, one second, I'll get the name of it in just a moment, as my panic is slowly setting in while filming this video. This structure, which is symmetrical, and then that will not really decompose, it will more form into a this polyester, which is polylactic acid. And then this is the section that repeats, forming the polyester. Now, also, not only is this reaction possible, but as well, if once the conditions are right, and in order to do this, you pretty much have to perform it in a vacuum, this will also do a dehydration reaction and add directly onto this chain as well. This whole reaction is possible because when this structure is heated, the bonds will break apart to form this thermally favored product, and this is called a lactide, and so the whole reaction proceeds forward. Now, what's really cool about, and it's common labeled as PCA, or PLA, sorry. What's cool about PLA is that it is very, it easily constricts. And so what people will do is they'll make a plastic out of it. And as we know, that plastic is shrink wrap. And that shrink wrap is really interesting because when you heat it, it will shrink and condense. And so I, for those of you who have not seen what shrink wrap does, have a video of shrink wrap. Super awesome. Now, this doesn't only form, this polylactic acid doesn't only form plastics and shrink wrap, but more importantly, what people have been doing with it is actually forming biodegradable medical devices that you can put inside the body, such as screws, pins, and rods that are meant and expected to biodegrade within 6 to 12 months. And this is very useful in several different medical procedures, as a lot of the times most of the, I guess, pieces of medical equipment that we put into a body gets rejected by the body eventually. Yeah, so this video was a extra credit assignment, and I believe I need to state that it is for Chem 2320 for the University of Utah. Thank you for watching.